What's up, guys? My name, of course, is Travis, and I want to welcome you back to my channel, and thank you oh so much for stopping by to check out my video for today. First of all, I want to say that I'm super excited because I just started a new job, and I'm loving it so far. It's going to be a lot of fun. I get to be doing a lot of driving and stuff like that during the day. I'm not a truck driver, basically. I'm a vendor for a company, and I basically restock vending machines, and it is awesome. So I just want to let you know I'm super excited about that. But anyway, the video today is going to be about this thing. It is a Nintendo 64 USB adapter, and it's, well, for the controller. It's made by Mayflash. You can get it off Amazon for 11 bucks right now, I think. It's probably going to run you about, 13, 14 bucks after tax and shipping. But it is well worth it. Well worth it. So first of all, before I break everything down on it and, show you guys what it can and can't do, I want to, go ahead and give you the price point like I just did, which is 11 bucks, and if I would recommend it or not. And the answer is hell yes, I would. I would definitely recommend this. I would give it a 5 out of 5. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it definitely works a lot better than this piece of shit. This fucking RetroLink USB N64 controller. This thing, oh my god. It sucks so bad, like it really does. RetroLink, you had a good idea, somebody else took your idea and made it better. Because you can't do anything with this controller. You just can't. Like trying to play Goldeneye or trying to play that last part on Conquer, it's impossible to do. You just can't do it. But basically, what this thing here does is it pretty much takes out all the bullshit that you get from the RetroLink, such as this. And replaces it with happy fun times that can be had by all, such as this. Now, basically, I'm not going to break this, like do a up close or like ridiculous up close or anything like that and make it lengthy or any other kind of bullshit. I mean, this thing is really self-explanatory. It really is. I mean, you take an authentic Nintendo 64 controller, yeah, something like that. You take an authentic Nintendo 64 controller, you plug it in here, you plug this into the USB on your computer. There you go. Let the driver install, let it update, and there you go. There you have it. Voila! Because I'm telling you guys, if you try to play an emulator with the RetroLink controller, you're gonna have a bad time. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you now. That's that simple. So anyway, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna go into huge details on this thing. I'm just basically gonna let it speak for itself. So, but what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna pull up the Nintendo 64 emulator that I use. And I'm going to walk you guys through how to set this thing up because I had a problem with it. It wasn't the product's fault. The product wasn't at fault. It was my dumb ass. Like, I did something wrong. So the product was not at fault here. This was just something I did, and you have to be really particular about it. So anyway, I'm going to pull up the emulator really quick and walk you through on how to set it up. All right, so hang on just a second. Okay, so basically what we're going to do, the emulator that I use is Project 64 1.6 version. So now what you want to do is just pull up the emulator, and you want to come in here to configure controller plug-in. First of all, make sure you have it plugged in, and I should have went over this sooner. Okay, whenever you have it plugged in. Now, this thing is particular about this. I don't really know why, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. So that if you're running two Nintendo 64 controllers on here, playing it, you know, with somebody else at the same time, it'll kind of even work itself out. It needs to be on this side. So basically, if you're looking at it from this angle, it needs to be on, like if it's facing towards you, it needs to be on the right side. That's where you need to have the controller plugged in if you're playing by yourself. So just plug it in like so, and then go to configure controller plug-in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clear this. Okay, so everything's cleared now. So devices, you come over here to devices, go to device, hit USB gamepad 1. If you hit 2, for some reason the analog stick will not work. I don't know why. I guess it just has to be plugged into that for some reason. I don't know. But hit USB gamepad 1, turn the dead zone all the way down. You do not want that shit on. I don't even know why it has that, to be honest with you. Okay, now, second thing, the range. Turn the range all the way up and unclick. Make sure that this box where it says Real N64 range, make sure it is unchecked. If it's checked, then you're not going to be able to move. Whenever you're moving a diagonal, you're going to move really slow, and you're going to kind of turn slow. You're moving back and forth, side to side works really well, but whenever you try turning, that's where you run into a problem. So I figured out, turn Real N64 range, turn that off. Turn that shit off. You don't need it because you're using a Real N64 controller. So now what you want to do is you just take your authentic licensed by Nintendo N64 controller. And I think these are also like 13 bucks on Amazon too. So I mean, if you don't have one, spend the extra money and buy an actual N64 controller instead of that fucking Retro Link. Okay, so you come over here to the D-pad. It'll give you 10 seconds. It'll say awaiting input. It'll give you 10 seconds. Hit up on the D-pad, left, right, down, the whole drill basically. I mean, it gives you 10 seconds to do it. So I mean, you're not pressed for time. So once you get this all done, C buttons. And then the analog stick. Now the analog stick can only move one, you know, it's not gonna recognize it if you move it at a diagonal. It's not gonna recognize it. It only recognizes up, down, left, and right. So you don't have to worry about that. Then left, right, and down. And that's what it should look like. Then you just hit save. Come over here to open ROM. Open up Goldeneye. I know it's kind of fucked up on the screen right now. Like it's not proportioned correctly at all. I know that, but this is just an example. See how freely that moves? Like I said, the key thing to this is making sure the Real N64 range is off and making absolutely sure you have it plugged into that right spot on the adapter and making sure you have the right one selected. Because if not, I mean, I know statistically whenever you look at an N64, you're thinking this side right here is supposed to be player 1. Well, I guess this thing is backwards, but either way. But yeah, this is what it's supposed to feel like. You know, I'm supposed to be able to hold my shit steady, and that's what I'm able to do. I mean, granted, I haven't played Goldeneye in forever, so I mean, I'm a little rusty, get off my nuts about it. But this is what it's supposed to look like. I'm supposed to be able to aim down sight and actually be able to kill people. Like, not fucking jump all over the place. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure you drop a like on it. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. Share it. You know the whole 9 yards. I mean, you guys know the drill by now. We'll see ya.